Okay, so funny story time that didn't fit in with the review of Friday the 13th, the reboot. So, Friday the 13th Part 2, one of the funniest running gags that I ever got from any of the Friday the 13th films was from Part 2. In it, there is a dog called Muffin, and one of those little long-haired dogs, this adorable little dog. And, as Muffin is a tiny dog, the dog quickly wanders off, and for a while at the beginning of the film, everybody is basically looking for Muffin. So whenever anything happens, you'll see someone shouting for Muffin, and say, Muffin? So Muffin's owner, who is this kind of glamorous type, at one point she goes jogging, and you see from a point of view camera of Jason, who is well over 6 feet tall. She looks directly at the camera, 6 feet tall level, mind you, and says, Muffin? And it's the greatest thing. I mean, she's looking at 6 foot tall level Muffin. Tiny little Shih Tzu. 6 foot tall Muffin. Second funny thing, as you start to notice, when people go into the woods and people get close to Jason's cabin, there is like this puddle. And it's by no means an expansive puddle. It's not like a creek or a lake or anything like that. Like maybe they're trying to imply that it's a dried up creek or something, but I don't think it is. I think it's just where rainwater has collected. And at the point where the film starts, the puddle is not particularly big. It gets a little bit bigger later, but it's still something that you could easily walk around. Just take like an extra half a second. Nobody ever walks around it. Everybody always walks through it or walks on the stone in it. It's just one of these curious things that you see in the movie and you're just like, why doesn't anybody walk around the fucking thing? But they never do. Another curious thing about Part 2 is that it possibly has the most diverse cast in any of the Friday the 13th. And, miraculously, despite the rammed up body count from the first film, most of them survive. That is something that is noteworthy. Ultimately, however, I think Part 2 was just a giant, giant mess. I skipped the first part entirely. I cut it off before the end. There were so many problems behind the scenes that the movie that got made was really just a big mess, which is unfortunate. But, well, it happens sometimes. Part 3 was actually a lot better in terms of how solid it was. 2 was one of those proto-sequels, one of the first real successful franchises in the masked slasher kind of genre. Anyway, since I don't know if I will ever actually get around to reviewing every single film in the series, I thought I'd let you know some of the funnier things that I remember from Friday the 13th Part 2. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my review of Friday the 13th, the reboot, in 2009. And please do subscribe on social media if you liked it. Please comment if you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed this informal little late night, hey, I need to record that. Talk to you later. Bye.